numbers across the board versus the Lakers. Spectacular numbers, and it's because of his strength, his ability to make plays, and I expect him to be spectacular in this series.
Let's take a look at our starting lineups, brought to you by Taco Bell. The Hornets, the 7.
That's where West gave them a good advantage.
Kobe Bryant misses his first shot, trying to draw the foul. Ball comes the other way. There's Landry. Landry clear path and throws it down. Landry helped get what a mark he makes on the defensive end. And that's when they won 17 of 18 to start after the All-Star break, as Trevor Ariza.
It was a slower pace. It was a grind. They trusted their half-court execution and then their defense. Now to beat the Lakers, they've got to force the issue and look to push.
Oh, nice move inside. One of the reasons they won 46 games. Bellinelli gets it to go, and it's a 6-point lead.
That was a visiting team yesterday that didn't lead after one was Atlanta. Atlanta was down 2 to Orlando, but all the other teams.
Was an assistant with Portland. He has preached defense from day one, as he's gotten his opportunity to be the head man, and they have responded. It has been their calling card all season long. It's helped them deal with injuries, ups and downs, the sale of the team to the NBA, all sorts of things. They just keep defending hard. You see the huge improvement. Williams is a big part of that. Monty Williams, one of the youngest coaches.
Second apology. The bottom line, he handled it well, owned up to his responsibility, and I think $100,000 is a lot of money to find somebody.
Paul gets it to go, ties the game back up at 14.
And he says, for people who don't think my apology is sincere, they don't know me. And this isn't over for me. He says, I really do plan to do more. What I said was ignorant.
First round, a much more difficult matchup, with all due respect to New Orleans, as Bellinelli lines up and nails the three-pointer. But the Lakers, after blowing a 20-point fourth-quarter lead in Sacramento on their final game.
New Orleans game plan offensively, pick and roll, pick and roll, pick and roll. Get Chris Paul into the middle of the paint and then find the three-point shooters. Hornets up 2.
ESPN's president to the NBA, and Phil Jackson calling him a great floor general. He says that keep him, he can play at any pace. He can play slow down. He can play when they speed up the tempo. He's one of those players that rises come playoff time. Ready with 6 assists here in this first period. Nice entry pass to Gray, and the finish. Make that 7 assists for Chris Paul. And New Orleans up by 6. Gray. Nice shot from Aaron Gray. That's what you talked about before, Jeff.
He can score the ball.
You know, he has in the first quarter. NBA playoff record for most assists in a quarter is 11. So be shy of that, but still very impressive. John Stockton.
Basketball game, the locker room, and the sidelines, and certainly in between the lines. Chris Paul having his way, understanding I've got to be aggressive, getting the basketball, making plays for other guys, but he also has to put pressure on the Laker defense by scoring himself. Plays with an edge, extremely tough, and that approach like the play by Landry. Rather than taking a jump shot, he put the pressure on Gasol and finish.
The NBA steals leader gets it. Back pass for Jack, and Jack puts it in.
And again, that was our second.
Calling for it against the 7-foot Gasol. Drives right into Fisher. Another beautiful entry pass, finish, and the foul. Chris Paul threw a bullet as they swung it weak side, and a chance for a three-point play. And the staple.
And threading the needle, how about this one-hand bullet pass by CP3? Getting it done. That's how you run the quarterback position. 10 dimes in this first half.
ESPN Clinic here in this opening half. His team up by 9 at the Staples Center in game 1.
The great passers see the play before the play is there. He already, when he caught it, he saw Aaron Gray on the duck in, and without touching it with his other hand, rifled it into him. Great duck in by Gray, great catch by Gray, but it's the vision that makes Drew Brees envious in New Orleans as he's watching this.
He's still down the other end. 5-on-4, Paul a 3, puts it in. Chris Paul
in the neck to the Lakers defense. You're talking about a guy that had a spectacular first half. Outstanding reads, double pick and roll, comes off of it. Doesn't get a good look, gets a second pick and roll. Avoids it, goes away. No help, able to get to his spot and finish. And I tell you what, he's my #1 pick in the dodgeball league. Outstanding read, puts it on point and finishes. And continuing to score. Pressure, talk about vision, the no-look lay. Sends the defense one way, able to get his look. A spectacular first half by Chris Paul.
Well, he let Paul on a pull-up. Short. Okafor couldn't get it. Paul takes it away from Kobe Bryant. That's his 4th steal of the game. Fires a 3. Puts it in. Chris Paul once again. And New Orleans back up by 4.
Great job by Chris Paul picking up. Bryant gets the ball here, and Paul jumps to the weak side, picks his pocket. Nobody goes to the body of Chris Paul, not recognizing. Simple knockdown jump shot. Stops the bleeding and stops a Laker run.
Paul is putting on a show. We saw Derrick Rose just
better equipped to defend in transition.
Nice feed. Okafor the finish. 11 assists now for Chris Paul. Michael Okafor was in foul trouble most of the first half. He only put.
That's why about Monty Williams, I don't give him rest. I give him rest by timeouts or TV timeout. This is why you keep him on the floor. He puts so much pressure on the Lakers defense. The ability to create his own shot via pick and roll. Loves to go away from the screen, and that's the responsibility of the weak side defense to come over and help before Paul is able to get a good look.
Most of this game. Gasol on Paul, gets past him quickly, inside to Gray. Nice finish. Another beautiful play from Chris Paul.
Great reads, and what I don't understand is the Lakers switching pick and rolls. There's no way in the world you're going to switch a pick and roll and on Chris Paul, hoping that his strength can make a difference.
Willie Green off the dribble. Green drives hard. Oh, nice finish over Pau Gasol. Brilliant play of one of the best point guards in the game. Chris Paul, 16 points, 13 assists. They trail by 5.
Big story is the bench, plus 17 the game. Willie Green, dribble penetration, getting into the seam. Jarrett Jack splits the pick and roll, another teardrop. Again, the vision. Green gets to his spot, gets it off. Outworking the bigs and the entire unit. Gray, the ability to catch and finish. Awfully phenomenal what the bench has done for the Hornets.
Aaron Gray, his season high during the regular season was 10. He's already surpassed that.
On my way, I'm going to make a play if Pau Gasol is going to defend.
Paul pulls up, jump shot. That's good. 20 points for Paul. Hornets back up by 5.
I mean, where in the game plan?
That's a great traffic rebound by Landry.
Paul again knocks it down. Back-to-back jumpers from Paul. The lead is up to 7, and the Lakers call timeout.
But time and time again, Pau Gasol is left defending Chris Paul. And Paul says, may I have this dance? Breaks him down the excuse me hand space, knocks down the jump shot. Once again, one-on-one. Paul takes advantage of Pau. 22 points and 13 dimes. It's the CP3 show. Mama, there goes that man.
Paul finding Jarrett Jack, leans in, tough shot, banks it in, difficult attempt, and Jarrett falls down, shot clock at 8. Paul drives, bumped by Fisher, tough shot, it's good, Chris Paul nails it again. 16 remaining, and the Hornets leading by 8.
Well, it wasn't a great possession, but this is a great shot. Running the clock down to 4. Well defended first move by Fisher. The pullback, that's great defense. Unfortunately, better offense by Chris Paul.
And you say not a great possession. I agree with you, but then I disagree. The reason why.
If you're the Lakers, you got a double team or foul.
Paul gets away. Paul flips up the shot, puts it in. Chris Paul putting on the finishing touches of an extraordinary performance here. The Hornets, who lost all 4 regular season games to the Lakers. Behind their special point guard, Chris Paul, defeat Kobe Bryant and the Lakers, and they led almost the entire game.
Really, what changed for you with your mindset in that fourth quarter?
My coaches and my teammates just told me to be aggressive. Luckily, I was making shots. It's been a tough season for me as far as making shots, but it's the playoffs, man. Teammates looking for me to be aggressive, and I was just trying to find my spots.
So when they say be aggressive, what happens for you? What clicks in?
Oh, no, you just got to force the issue sometimes. In the playoffs, there's not as many fouls called. Those guys were aggressive in the ball screens, and I just tried to not give into it.
Describe the impact that your bench had on this game.
Man, outstanding. Willie Green, Jared Jack, and the player of the game to me was Aaron Gray. The difference that he made, I hope he's healthy. We need him, but he played an outstanding game.
All right, thank you. Congratulations on the win.
Thanks, Lisa.
Mike.
All right, Lisa, the team with the least playoff experience pulls off the huge upset here in Los Angeles as the Hornets, behind rookie head coach Monty Williams, defeat the Lakers 109-100. For Mark Jackson, Jeff Van Gundy, Lisa Salters, and our entire ABC crew, this is Mike Breen saying so long from L.A. Now, except on the West Coast, stay tuned for ABC World News, all your local news over most of these ABC stations. And thanks for watching ABC, home of the NBA Finals.